Hey Boo Buddies, Anya here, and it is time for the spring and April bullet journal setup. For the last quarter of my bullet journal, I am playing with craft paper, and my spring theme this year is jars. So I've got some craft paper jars and a nice block of craft paper that I am going to make into a shelf. I went with a shelf because I have a lot of lists this quarter. There's a lot of projects and a lot of them require their own separate lists, and I was trying to think of a fun something to incorporate that, and I liked the idea of a shelf with mismatched and non-symmetrical shelving units going on. So I've got my shelf set up with all the mismatched little shelving units in it. And lots of things will go on these little shelves, including all of my individual lists. And then for the jars over here, they will become my big goal list, as well as my trackers that I normally use for my quarter cover page that I do. So not doing a coloring page this quarter, doing more of a fill in, and I wanted to have a chance to use a lot of the stickers that I have accumulated over the last year, and I want to use more stickers and play, and I really liked the idea of having these craft paper stickers on top of craft paper, so it'll all look nice and sleek and like I know what I'm doing. I'm also adding some herb stickers, some drying florals and herbs for my quarter title page. And I just like the idea of springtime is the time for lots of flowers, lots of rain, lots of fun spring things, and I wanted to do all the things that we keep in jars and just have a little fun with that. So little accents going on, and I will fill out my to-do lists and my goals for the quarter, the spring quarter later. But for now, it's fun to just add some decoration and remember to leave room for all of the notes that will need to go on this page later. Okay, now on to April, and I am doing April a little differently than I've done past months, where I am going to just put my calendar over here, actually sideways over here, so that everything will fit 7 days across. And I'm using a brown Tombow marker, the non-brush side, to do another shelving like unit that I've got going on over here. So I'm not using more craft paper because I didn't want it to get too bulky, but I wanted to keep the color scheme going, and also sitting around cutting things out of paper and then gluing them in is sometimes the fun and satisfying thing to do, and sometimes you just want to get the calendar written out. And I was ready for my calendar to be drawn on, filling out all 30 days of April. Yes, yes, yes. And I don't think I'm going to be doing my doodle a day this month. We'll see. And then I wanted, the best thing about the month of April is it's a fun, loopy word to write. So always make that A nice and ornate and loopy, and then add your details as you will. So I'm doing the jars a little bit differently for the month of April than I did for the quarter page, where I'm going to go ahead and outline them with the white here on the notebook page, and then I will add some labels to them. So these are my project trackers, so I will fill out my project and my package tracker down there at the bottom, and secret project needs its own list. So 3 lists getting filled out here with jars. Just some accents with a gray tombow, and really, I never add shading and shadows to my doodle, but it was the right move for these jars. So let's add some labels, and of course more craft paper. So I cut these out and added some fine liner details and just gluing them on the page, and they will also be, well, how I label. I have some insect stickers. Everyone always goes floral and cute mammals for spring, and I went with insects because insects go in jars, and I mean, humanely, please. So I've got some fireflies and some bees that I've had in my sticker collection forever, so please don't ask me where they came from. The bee stickers, the wings are nice and white, but they don't really show up, so you have to add the outline so that you can see them. And then some more floral to go along with that, because, you know, we always have to bring in some fresh wildflowers when we are out exploring with insects. So now on to first full week of April. And I've got my trackers, my weekly tracker list over here that is being turned into another shelving unit because, you know, we need a place to store all those fun jars that we are filling with springtime gladness out in our early explorations. So I'm just using the Tombow same color brush pen to give the wood effect, and then just a little definition with the fine liner. And then I will fill this out with, this will be my habit tracker, my cleaning checklist, and that I have been using because I'm trying to get better about making sure that my space is kept tidy and dust does not collect, and especially during springtime, oh my goodness, when the weather is changing, you really have got to stay on top of all the dirt and dust that comes in through the in and outs. Over here, I'm adding my weekly project goals in the shape of another jar, and then a little side project goal tracker in the shape of a vase. And then, of course, my weekly setup down here. I still love me a horizontal 7-day list style week layout. I love it because it becomes a daily to-do list. I don't have a whole lot of appointments, so I don't need to be too specific on whens and wheres to be places because I'm usually at home, in the office, in the yard, so just daily checklists work for me. Just adding a little bit of details that aren't going to distract from filling these out, and more stickers because I love stickers, and then I get weird about not using them, so we're going to use a lot of stickers this month. And I'm really enjoying just having the placement, and looking back at the finished product really makes me happy. And these shadows of just gray and brown really came out really nice. Final flip through, everybody. So this will be my goal tracker with my lists over here. Then, of course, my monthly project trackers in the jars over here. And finally, my first weekly layout. I hope you found inspiration, and I will see you another time, buddies.